We are finally here. Finally.
Where's here?
Here in this setting, doing this finally in one sitting. You have no idea how many times we've done this.
Right. Okay.
Um, but we're here, the Dinkins. Um, and I'm Kavana.
Corey.
And this is us pretty much. And nothing crazy.
Sure.
Uh,
At this point, most of y'all know us by now.
we ain't nothing special. But I truly believe that even with just the small amount of time that we have been together, that some of the things that we've been through, I would consider a testimony. And I feel like,
Amen.
right, amen, won't he do it? That should be shared with people. I feel like it could help other people. We feel like it can help other people through other stuff that they're going through. Just the amount of people that have reached out to me alone when we were going through our stuff before, I was very surprised. I was very surprised. Just not even like on some you hope you're doing good, but just questions like for themselves. So
And it's okay, fellas. Nobody reaches out to the cheater. So, we out here doing our own thing, finding our own enlightenment on life.
but even with somebody in your position now who is coming back into a different space, you wouldn't be a bad person to speak to, because I'm sure that's been hard.
Yeah. Don't contact me before you cheat. Contact me after you cheat because I can't help you before. Because it's all up to you whether you want to do it or not. But after you do it, we can talk about how to move forward in that process.
No, I mean, I do feel like you could help the beforehand in a sense. Just even what you went through,
I
because
mean,
deciding to do so, just like
I
the
think, but
consequences that
for
come with it.
me, and I mean, I don't know how everybody else feel, but you know the consequences when you about to cheat. You know what's at risk when you're
Mm-hmm.
about to cheat. There's nothing, nobody. I can't make a person more aware of what they're about to lose in doing that act than they should already know.
Maybe.
Now, if you want me to be the person to tell it to him again, or to reiterate what he's about to lose, I can do that if you want me to. But I think a person who's about to cheat already knows, so they either think they gonna get away with it, or they prepared to take what's gonna happen next.
I mean, I agree with that too, but I feel like if they reach out to you prior to doing it, that a part of them doesn't want to do it, and they may just need to hear it out loud why they shouldn't do it. Like, you could easily say, I mean, even like, cause as niggas, I'm sure y'all don't go into all the you love this bitch, bro, type shit. Y'all would probably be more like, you ready to pay $1,200 in child support? You like, he might not have thought about no shit like that until you in that situation. You might not realize what the fuck you really about to put yourself
Yeah,
through.
y'all. She tried to hit me for $1,100 in
Tuh.
child support.
$1,200 a month. Period. Let me get that. mm-hmm. But anyways, I do think that you could be beneficial in both ways.
Okay,
Because I mean, you've been on both sides.
I can dig it. Okay.
Um, more than once.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that that's all within the last 7 years. Today we are on the road to recovery. And part of that is doing this, kind of just talking stuff out, talking about things that we previously talked about, but maybe sparking new conversation from it. And and no counseling. We decided not to necessarily do counseling, like couples counseling. Um, I'm not gonna tell nobody to not go to counseling.
I
I
mean, do whatever you feel works
Absolutely, please do.
And your spouse, like whatever
Mm-hmm.
you feel y'all need.
What y'all doing in here?
Well,
We're
what's going
recording
on,
a
son?
video.
Hello, me.
Come on.
Come sit in the middle.
And what's your name?
Josiah.
Josiah what?
Kai Dinkin.
Josiah Mackay Dinkins. And how old are you, Josiah?
I'm 3 years older.
3 years older. Okay. And Josiah, when's your birthday?
November 8th.
Very good. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, there you
So, it's your turn.
It's my turn. What's up? What you want to say?
You want to tell her how much you love Daddy?
No. Can I say your name?
Oh, my name is Kavana.
Yeah, what's Daddy name?
Mommy what?
Mommy what? Kavana, Mommy Dinkins.
And when's your birthday?
My birthday is October 14th.
And what's your name?
My name is Corey Dinkins.
Corey what?
Corey Daddy Dinkins.
And then your new birthday.
My birthday is October 13th.
Right.
Good job, kid.
Bye.
You going back to watch
bye. Super Monsters. Alright.
Close the door
Kisses.
behind you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
His channel is next. Shit, where were we? This is us. This is us. I mean, that's our little family, you know.
Oh, counseling and stuff like that.
Yes, counseling. Okay. So, we tried it in the beginning. Let me tell you. Well, okay.
I just feel like I didn't need any help to say what needs to be said.
We gotta take it back.
I don't think we have a problem with saying what needs to be said. I think our problem more like is understanding in what do you do next after what you heard. Because I don't feel like we have an issue with telling each other what needs to be said. I just feel like once we hear it, what's done next, or what the other person is expected to be done next, because what you think may be what's needed to be done next may not be what the person is expecting.
Well, I mean, and for some people, like, that kind of is a defense for counseling, because maybe a counselor can guide you in figuring that out. I just personally feel like, especially at the time that we did it, it just wasn't gonna work. I do think that we should both personally have our own therapy, individually, but like you said, I feel like our communication is so good that I don't necessarily feel like counseling is necessary. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't need no therapy.
Yes, you do. You need therapy. But we have to take people back for them to even get to the counseling part, because we're here now. So, let's take you back. We don't even need to necessarily go through the whole history, because at the end of the day, we got married in 2019.
And I guess let's speak on what we're recovering from, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know, well, there's recovery, but what exactly are we recovering?
And it's not even that they want to know what we're recovering from. They just want the details, because they kind of seen it all out in public and things. So, just for clarity here, so everybody's on the same page, everybody understands what we're talking about.
Well, like my girl Jada said, your man's was in an entanglement.
Wait a minute.
What she said, an entanglement? Nah, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say. Well, what is the entanglement exactly?
You want to look up the definition?
Yeah, what's the definition?
Let's look up the definition of entanglement. So
I'll make sure I use it properly.
the action or fact of entangling or being entangled, a complicated or compromising relationship or situation. That is exactly what you were doing. Exactly what you were doing. So let's get down to it. 2020, no, December of 2019. I tell Corey we're pregnant. And I'm all excited and shit, and my parents are excited, and everybody's excited, and Corey's like, okay, you know. And I was a little confused because I was like, we said we wanted to have another baby, maybe, okay, whatever. Time goes on.
To my defense, I'm never really like this yay type of nigga. So like, when she, even when we found out we was having side, I wasn't no.
This nigga was trying to be at the doctor's appointment.
I was at every. It was
he
with
was
both.
So gung ho. No, you were not. The only appointment you came to with baby Corey was the gender appointment, and that was the worst time for you to be there, because this nigga, he can't go upstairs. It's COVID, so he can't go upstairs at the time, and we weren't doing no gender reveal nothing this time. I was like, I need to know what we're having. I need to know right now. And when you said it was a girl, I was so excited because he wanted a boy. Get downstairs, get in the car, and tell him. And this nigga he was asleep. He get up. I tell him, he's talking about, lay back down and went to sleep.
I had just got off work now, people.
Nah, fuck that. He had been cheating during this time here. I was just unaware. No, at the gender appointment. Yes, sir. So at this point, I just was unaware, and I feel like that was part.
Nah, I don't think that's attitude. True.
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, at the gender appointment.
When was that?
You want me to look it up? In my pictures.
Good.
You need me to confirm?
Yeah, because I don't want these people to make me out to be something I ain't now.
What you mean?
Because I don't remember that.
But regardless, you was cheating while I was pregnant. Whether it was before or after we learned the gender, it doesn't really matter. You were cheating. So it was actually in February, because not February, it was March. When did Block pass? That's March. Yeah, it was that time. So, one thing or another, we at my mama's house, right? We chilling. I said, I ain't going through your phone in a minute. Let me see your phone. I get to looking, and that bitch died. I was like, damn, right? So, I said, give me a watch. That nigga ain't want to give me his watch. Okay, give me your watch. Like, we not finna fight about this. So I'm looking in the watch.
All at her mama house, y'all. This is ridiculous.
I'm not, but we not loud. We in the living room. Ain't nobody else in the living room.
Shit,
he laying on the couch. Loud. I'm sitting up. And ain't nothing really happening right now. Ain't nobody like, what's going on with them or nothing right now. So I'm just looking. I see all kind of shit. Okay. And I see a number that has a consistent conversation. Okay. Well, I get my phone. I said, okay, it's time for us to go first. We gotta go. Because I'm mad. I feel it rustling up in my spirit. I was angry.
It was what?
It was rustling up. You feel me? It was building and shit, right? So we gotta go. We gotta leave. Me, him, inside. We leave. We in the car. Crickets. right?
Mm.
Says nothing. We get home, still nothing. I'm going crazy at the fact that you know what I just saw in your phone. And you have nothing to say. You just finna act like I ain't see this.
I'll tell the people what you did.
So I had to leave the house. Y'all. I couldn't do it. I grabbed the keys and I left. This is like it's 5. I leave. I went to the gas station up the street and I boohoo cried at the pump because I needed some gas. So I had to go to the gas station. But I'm at the pump and I'm just boohoo crying and I'm breathing and I'm trying to get myself together and it's just too much and I'm just it was so much. Call my homegirl.
Candle, right?
Mm-hmm. See, I wasn't trying to use no names. I wasn't use no names. So nobody business out there.
Yeah,
But she told me to pull up. So pulled up on her and I'm telling her what happened and this now. Her and her husband were really good friends with her and her husband. They've known him longer than I have, since high school. So I know her through him, but we have built our own friendship outside of me and Corey. So we sitting there, she get in the car, we talking, and I'm telling her what I saw, and I gave the girl. She said, "You got a number?" I said, "Yeah, this it right here." Told her the number, cause then I got T-Mobile app on my phone, and if you got T-Mobile, right, you go to the usage. You can go to the usage details. You can go to the details of each phone number and see the phone numbers that they've been texting, that they've been calling, the pictures have been sent to. Now you can't see exactly what they say, but you do know what's being sent and at what time and things. So I had the number. I had a few numbers actually, but this one was more consistent. So this was the one I was more concerned about. And my dog was like, "Girl, all you need to do is pull it up on she do some shit." She done told me the girl name, her mama name, her daddy name, where her mama stayed, where she stayed when she was in school. I know everything about this bitch. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I get home, it's like 7 something. And I kid you not, this man is packing him a bag. Like an overnight bag, right? And we got this rule that if you leaving or staying out overnight, then you might as well not come back home because that ain't an option unless previously discussed. So, what you doing? He don't want to respond. Like I did something to him. Not at first. You didn't. You did not. I mean, I already knew you was going because we had just bought this house in November of 2019. And we were still in our apartment. We still had the lease to our apartment through May. So his mom and his sister were over there. And so I knew he was going over there. It's literally 2 minutes up the street. But anyways, I'm like, okay. Well, if you staying out overnight, you might as well get the rest of your things as well. This man said, "I'll pick it up in the morning." Oh, no worries. I'll have it here ready on the porch tonight. You don't have to worry about in the morning. No problem. I packed up all this man stuff.
It ain't a lot, y'all. I ain't got a lot of stuff now. It's like maybe a suitcase and a couple bags.
A suitcase and some trash bags of shoes. packed up all his shit, colognes and everything. Anything that was his, put that shit in them fucking bags and set it outside the door. Now,
I looked at the ADT app, his old dumbass putting bags in front of the door. I said, oh, this stupid motherfucker.
I looked at the ADT app to see you pick them up. Yeah, nigga, pick that shit up.
Yeah, I came and got my shit.
I was so mad. Now, granted, I was pregnant. So I do believe I was more upset than I would have been if I wasn't pregnant. But who knows? I was mad. Oh my God, I was so mad. And then everything just kind of like went downhill from there. Like it just went from shit to hell, like in a matter of months. The lease was ending on the apartment, and he decided he wanted to renew the lease.
Yeah, because she was trying like a suck at the time.
How?
If I'm correct, we talked about it.
And what I say?
I can't remember. You can't. If you didn't say no.
Who ain't say no?
You said.
Who ain't say no?
You said no.
Abso-fucking-lutely. We talked about it several times. And I told you, if you sign the lease to that apartment, you'll be solidifying things. And he signed the lease to the apartment. 2 weeks later, we lose baby Corey. Damn, it was literally 2 weeks later.
Was it?
Because it was May 1st for the lease. 2 weeks later, May 14th, we lose baby Corey. He stays at the house with me for 2 days before he goes back to his apartment with his girlfriend, who has now
Nah, not at that time.
been staying there 3 nights out of the week.
No, that is not true. That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
No,
That's not true.
No, it wasn't that quick. No.
You a lie.
You're assuming.
You a lie because you already told me
You're
that her
assuming.
best friend had passed away the day before the baby Corey died. And you had to, not that you had to get back to her, but you was trying to balance out the two, even though there was no fucking balance. Anyways.
Well, she was not living there though.
Okay, she was there 3 times out the week. So he stayed at the house with me for 2 days before he ran back to his little girlfriend. And things were, like I said, shit to hell.
Where's a drink? I need a shot.
Like it was a mess. It was a mess. But as soon as I could, it wasn't even like a week after losing baby Corey, I started working out. I ain't worked out all 27 years. But literally, that was the only thing that helped. I might be crying as I'm sitting here doing these squats, but for whatever reason, it helped. Thank God, because I love it now. Everything. But it was the only thing that helped. We, when everything first happened, we decided we were going to go to counseling. I was still pregnant.
Yep.
And the first session, Corey didn't come. We got into an argument the day before.
The night before.
Okay, the night before. Therapy was the next morning. He felt like being petty and he didn't want to come. He didn't come. I told you,
shit.
He stayed 2 minutes up the street.
You would be talking shit and then you
He
expect for shit to just
I was
flow
there.
like that.
I was there. And it don't just be me talking shit. You were telling me that you didn't want to be here with your family. You expect me to just be like, okay, I understand. It's all good. The fuck? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. What do you expect? How did you expect me to react?
I didn't expect anything. I was just going with what was going on.
What you mean going with what was going on? You were leading it.
I mean, I was leading it, but I wasn't expecting like what all took place. I wasn't expecting.
So in elementary school, was you ever the line leader?
Never. I wasn't no what they safety patrol. Well, none of that. No. Guess what? Corey, stay in line.
You supposed to lead. The man supposed to lead.
Well, I'm understanding that now.
Right.
Right.
So at the time.
But at the time, I was leading my own world.
You was leading everybody straight to hell. Straight to hell. Anyways, so first session was by myself, which was what made me be like, we should do therapy separately, because I feel like we would say things and have deeper conversation about one another.
No,
if the other one wasn't
she liked to
sitting
say
right
stuff to hurt my feelings.
No, I don't. That is not true.
Yes, she
That
do.
is not true.
Like
That is not true.
Beautiful woman.
That is
very
not
caring.
true.
But when she get mad, cut like a knife.
I do not say stuff to hurt your feelings.
I
tell you
listen,
the truth.
y'all.
I tell you how you make me feel.
Listen.
And if your actions
make
me feel a certain way, that makes you feel a certain way, that's on
things that
I did say some very hurtful things. I will agree to that. And like I said, I was pregnant, and I do feel like that charged a lot of my feelings. I really do, because like I said, I'm not saying that I wouldn't still be mad. I would still be pissed, but I do think I would have handled it a little bit differently if I wasn't pregnant. But I mean, hindsight's 2020.
I think we kind of skipped over it, but I do want to double back on it. I kind of feel like when we did lose the baby, instead of it, I don't know, it created like a different drive for the both of us. Like, yeah, especially after the first week of the baby not being there, it's like you came to a realization that I might not be there for you, and I came to a realization that I ain't gonna be there for you at the time. So it's like a different drive came about in different directions for the both of us. So it's like so much shit happened after that, like so much stuff on like a whole different level. So it was just like
it was like we did the second counseling session. He came. These both were virtual. He came. We talked. The first thing she said to us was, "Y'all look like y'all move like single people." And at the time, it was just, oh, whatever. But that always stuck with me, and through time, I started to understand what she meant. But we would talk, and a lot of her stuff was like, I understand y'all are going through what y'all are going through, but you got to focus on the baby, and then after the baby's born, get back to thinking about your relationship. Excuse me. That's not gonna work for me. That's not how I function. That's not gonna work. So then when we lose the baby, we go to a session. This is in person, 4 days afterwards. And this bitch wants me to sit here and talk to her about my baby. It's been 4 days. I have nothing to say. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. And even after that, I think we did one more session after that. And it was a few weeks after. It may have probably been like a month or something. Maybe. And all she wanted to continue to do was talk about the baby. And we were just kind of like, we've come to a different place in regards to her. We've given that to God. We don't need to talk to you about the baby. Can we move on?
Did you keep bringing the baby?
So that's partly why we ended counseling, and that's why I do feel like it was the timing. The timing wasn't right, and the counselor probably wasn't right either. She was cool and everything. I ain't gonna
Great lady.
right. Don't want to say her name because she is a really cool lady. She was just late every single time, bro. That shit was so
No. The time she
annoying.
was eating her food, she made us
Yay,
wait.
she made us wait because this bitch was eating, talking about she on lunch. I'm
Bitch,
so
you need to you
done.
need to learn how to reschedule. But yeah, but it was just like, definitely different type of hurts, and then definitely expressed in different ways. So Stella got her groove back. She went and did her, started working out, and felt the love of other people. And I was in the house like a bear in hibernation.
No, he was not no damn in the house. He was outside, bitch. Outside. Ask anybody that was outside with him. He was outside, out there just spending money left and right on him and his little bitch. Just spending money all day, every day. That's all he did. Racking up debt and stuff. Just dumb. I was secretive. You didn't know who Kavana was messing with unless Kavana told you who she was messing with. I didn't stick myself to one person because at the end of the day, we were still married, and I was like, I ain't trying to get in a relationship for real like that because my husband might come home. Isn't that crazy? That was my thought process. While this nigga got a whole bitch living with him around my son. Who? That is a whole nother conversation. Around my son, going on trips with the bitch and shit, taking my son to trampoline parks and all type of shit. Posting this bitch like you not still married. Got people asking you, ain't you? Never mind. I was seeing the comments. The comments. Oh, you in your comments. They was just so public with it. It was just so disrespectful. Just so disrespectful.